Up, What Nerdigans? This is the one only Packer Girl 89. Today's Anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Diamond No Ace Act 2, Episode 8, titled Camphor. So where we're starting off adaptation-wise this week is going to be with Chapter 20's adaptation of the manga, and this is after the recap and the opening song, so without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the main thing I had a problem with the animation last week was that the character movements were a little bit stiff, and it actually looks a little bit better this week. I'm not gonna lie. It's still a little stiff, but it's not. So far, it's not as stiff as it was last week, which is really awesome. Okay, I just have to talk about the 4-minute 58-second mark for a second, because oh my god, I have to give props to the amount of line work that's going on here with the shading. It looks so freaking awesome. I love it. And yes, we're getting to the we're still keeping up with the white backgrounds. I kind of wish it was changing it up a little bit, like with last week. Last week was life animation wise, minus the character stiffness. But this week, so far I feel like we're kind of getting the opposite, where like the character movement is actually not so stiff, but we're not getting like the really cool animation that we got last week, and that's really, or I should say, cool art slash Sakuga animation we got last week, and that's kind of disappointing. But I just have again, the line work is just incredible so far this week. It's really nice, and that is super important to me, especially since with the majority of manga and anime adaptations that I've covered recently, there's been like a lack of line work issues. So it's good to see that we have at least one manga to anime adaptation that has a good amount of line work and a good amount of detailing in the character designs. It's really nice. I'm sorry, I just have to mention this. Damn, Todoriki's ass is looking good at the 5-minute 16-second mark. And he's not looking as stiff this week either. Again, as I said, the stiffness in the character movement is it's not so apparent this week. It's really it's really nice, and I think I'm making a goddamn difference here. But it's just driving me nuts, because there could have been so much more done with the art here, because everything is just working perfectly. The dialogue's great, it's matching perfectly, the soundtrack is just rocking as usual. But like, I feel like Madhouse does this constantly, where they're kind of holding themselves back when it comes to the art style, and again, it pisses me off, because last week was so good. Like, what the fuck? Come on, man. We need more. We need more creativity going on up in here. Where's the shut up, Raichi? Come on. Really, Madhouse? You really skipped that? Why? That was like... we needed that shit. Where's the shut up, Raichi? Come on. My man Todoriki is just sounding awesome. I love his Seiryu. It is just so perfect. I love that we're getting the additional dialogue going on here. It's really nice, because like we only see the panels in this scene. This is like starting around the 7-minute mark, and it's really nice that we're getting some dialogue here. I gotta give the Madhouse writer some props for that. Got the aura for Faraya, but the thing that I kind of wish the aura for Faraya was a little bit darker, because of how bright it is. It's not contrasting well. It's not like popping it out. You could barely see it. It's really frustrating that. And also, I know you're trying to match the manga panels, Madhouse. I totally understand that, but I really wish you would have added an aura for Samamura. Like, it's really needed here. I don't understand why it's only just Faraya. Yeah, again, to an extent I understand, because it's matching the manga panel, but like, I want them to go the extra mile and just give us some creativity with this shit, and it's not going. And it's frustrating. Yui with the rose, that was great. At the 7-minute 55-second mark, Miyuki is looking a little stiff, because he's supposed to be like slouching. So I don't understand what is with the character stiffness. It's driving me nuts. It's so freaking annoying. Okay, again. Here's the thing that I'm having a problem with. This is at the 8-minute 30-second mark in particular, when we're seeing Faraya. Remember last week we had like the beautiful backgrounds for Todoriki and for May, and why aren't we getting this here? Like, this is the perfect time, especially for the blue background. Like, we could have had the red and blue backgrounds here for Sawamura and for Raya. I don't understand why Madhouse didn't do that. Like, hello, that would have looked cool, because like the blue, and if you're gonna go with this route with the bright whites background, that blue's got to be darker. It's way too light. It's really not working for me. There's my baby Okamura trying to eat. He can't finish it. Like, I love it. I love we're getting the trembling and everything. It's so perfect. I love it. I love Okamura so much. He's my second favorite character in this series. Okay, so like at the 9-minute 11-second mark, we start off with oh my god, fuck, I said start. We continue with chapter 21's adaptation of the manga. Okay, so at the 9-minute 42-second mark, Miyuki is actually slouching here, which is actually where I have to ask, why the fuck wasn't this there earlier? But he's not supposed to be slouching in the scene. No, he's actually supposed to be standing up straight. So I don't know what, if there was just a disconnect or something at Madhouse, but yeah, that is incorrect. That is just incorrect. Yes, we got, okay, so like at the 9-minute 54-second mark, and this is what Sawamura is just like going the fuck off. I love it, like, and I love when he swings the bat, and we get the whiff. The sound effect for that was just so goddamn amazing. Oh my god, the sound effect was amazing for this. Oh god, that was great. I love that for the batting drills. This is pretty cool. Like, every time each player hits the ball with the bat, that we see the projection, or, you know, the ball, like the, you know what I mean? It looks so fucking cool. This is cool. Keep this up. So the running animation at like a little bit after the 12-minute mark, I gotta say, it looks so much better than it has looked the past few weeks. It actually doesn't look so stiff, which is a plus. But again, I just didn't like, where's like the cool art styles and shit that we had last week? I know Madhouse is matching the panel, but I have to say, this at the 12-minute 14-second mark with my baby Okamura, but I gotta say, this color palette is really, really nice. We need more of this, please. The contrast is perfect. Seriously, can we get more of this, Madhouse? Like, that would be very, very nice. Oh, my poor Okamura! He can't fucking eat this fucking food. My poor baby. I love the background for this too. It's just so perfect. And I gotta say, so far this week, this has just been consistent. The comedic backgrounds have just been goddamn amazing. I love it. So at the 16-minute 27-second mark, we get to chapter 22's adaptation of the manga, and we're starting to get there's just not enough diversity in the art style so far this week, especially compared to last week. Last week was probably the best animation we've gotten so far, minus the stiffness. So it's kind of annoying that, you know, we're not getting the same shit that we did last week. But anyway, let's keep going here. That's my man right there. That is the best boy of this series, my baby Miyuki. At the 17-minute, starting around 17-minute 48-second mark, making that bass hit. That's my man. That's my man right there. That's my manga husband for this series. I'm not gonna lie, Miyuki is totally my manga husband in this series. The red in the eyes at the 18-minute 56-second mark. That is awesome. That is awesome. I am down with this. We need more of this, please. 18-minute 59-second mark. Where was this all episode, Madhouse? Where was this all fucking episode? This is gorgeous. Madhouse, we've been getting more of that, especially when we start playing games and shit. I want more art like that background. That was so gorgeous. Oh god, that color palette was beautiful. And the best part about it was that the contrasting works so freaking well with, you know, because you know how the ball has the aura when they hit it. It works so perfectly. Like, oh gosh, I need more of this, Madhouse. I'm sorry, I have to say this at the 19-minute, like 28-29 second mark when we get that close up of Masashi. The face looks so wrong. It looks so bad. That was not Masashi. I don't know who the fuck that was, Madhouse, but that ain't no Masashi. That ain't no Masashi. We actually got some flashback animation. This is good. And yes, we've had flashback animation throughout this episode, but oh god, it's still not beating what we got with the flashback animation last week. Oh, that was just heaven. Holy shit. There's my baby. There's Okabura Batten now, and I gotta say, the animation is not so stiff. It's really, really nice. Oh god. Oh god, it's nice to actually have some fluid movement in the animation. It's really freaking refreshing. The flashback animation is just so gorgeous. Oh my god, it is beautiful, but oh, it's still not like on the level of the flashback animation we got last week. I'm sorry, it just ain't. Yes, we got the one you weren't expecting me to succeed, and that was like a little bit before the 21-minute, 15-second mark. Oh, that makes me so happy that that was included. Okay, so where we're ending is with chapter 22, the end of chapter 22's adaptation of the manga, and writing-wise, it was perfect as usual, minus, the shut up Raichi being skipped, which kind of pissed me off. I don't understand why you would skip that, but, other than that, like, the writing was goddamn perfect. There's no complaints in the writing. And yes, I know some of the dialogue was cut a little bit, but it still had the same meaning that, the mangaka was going for, so that's why I'm giving it a pass. And also, the various word changes and all that shit. But the thing that's holding this anime back from being like a true work of art is the animation itself. More like the art style and a little bit of the animation. And this week is really kind of frustrating me a little bit because I really wish we had that same level of art style going on that or I should say, I'm learning totally shit, of art style utilization that we had last week. And the other thing is we're having contrasting issues again. Like, I mean, at the very end with Faraya's aura, Faraya's aura was just way too light. It should have been, it should have been a darker blue. It was way too light for the frame, because oh my god, it just wasn't contrasting at all. It really wasn't. Like, if we would have had like that dark blue going on, like a little bit of a darker blue, it would have worked better. And I just really wish Madhouse would go for it a little bit more. I don't know if they're just waiting for like some of the better chapters when they get to adapting those. That's when we're gonna get some of the cooler content. Like, I mean, last week we had really good shit, and it's just like, I know you can do it, Madhouse. You could give us some beautiful art and animation, and it's just not there. But I will say this, on the bright side, the stiffness was less apparent this week, which was really, really good, because that was like the major problem with last week's episode. Actually, I think that was the only problem with last week's episode, was the stiffness in the animation, and it was a little less stiff this week, but still stiff, but not as bad. And of course, the soundtrack was bass as usual. But yeah, I think the only thing that's really preventing Diamond No Ace Act 2 from just like reaching its full potential is the art style, is the lack of utilizing the art and animation to its fullest potential. It's driving me goddamn nuts, because I really wanted to see like some Captain Tsubasa like 2018 art in here. Like, I can really see it, and it's driving me nuts that Madhouse ain't doing it. For those of you that watched Captain Tsubasa 2018, you guys know how spoiled we were. We were extremely spoiled by David Productions, and it's so frustrating, because that's the art is like the only thing that is lacking. And I'm not talking about, well, yeah, we had some problems with character designs this week too, not gonna lie. But the thing is that for the most part, the character designs are usually spot on. It's just, I just really want some diversity in the art style. It's driving me goddamn nuts. Ugh. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys thought of this episode, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Diamond No Ace Act 2 content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something on my Amazon wishlist. All it's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, we'll be seeing you later.